Like every Sunday, today also we will study the Patanjali Yoga Darshan, and the topic that we are discussing for almost a year, more than a year, why should you meditate? What is the purpose of meditation? How the meditation can help? And in that we were discussing the meditation means what? What is the definition of meditation? It is actually the mind and the thought waves that we are trying to control. And it has been proved that if one can control the thought waves, he becomes very happy. In this world and of course in the other world also. And the moment we talk about the other world, the world of spirituality, then the question comes, what is our originality? And that question has been raised by Shankaracharya, and giving the answer, let us chant that mantra. Mano buddhahamkara Chittani naham Nacha shotra jive Nacha grana netre Nacha vyoma bhumi Na tejo na vayu Chidananda rupa Shivoham 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 Shivoham. And in our last class, we were reading Paramanu Paramahat Tattva Asya Vashikara. It's a very interesting way they are describing. When a person can perfectly meditate, when a person can really concentrate, control the mind, he can be the master of the minutest of the minute, and at the same time he can know everything of the infinite. His mind can conceive the infinite also. That is the speciality. The perfectly, when the meditation that helps, why should you meditate? This type of knowledge, the wonderful knowledge, knowledge of the atom and knowledge of the infinite. Yes, this ordinary human being which cannot think anything except a few of the experiences and the education, the knowledge that he has acquired, he can think the whole universe, and everything is known to him as if he is looking at the palm, as he can know, as he can understand his own hand, his own palm. Similarly, he can see everything. When you look at the life of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, those who have read the biography of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, so easily he is telling everything, what is happening, where it is happening, what is going to happen, everything. When he told that one young boy, Narendranath, who was studying in the college, he will be the leader of the whole world, and he will be far better speaker than the Keshav Chandra Sen, then the very famous speaker. Then the Narendranath himself was telling, why you are talking like this? You are comparing me with the Keshav Chandra Sen. What was his answer? He said, I am not telling this, I have seen this. I have experienced. And this experience, this realization, this knowledge, it is all truth. It can never become untruth, because it is not from the intellect, it is from the spiritual side. How he could acquire that side? By meditation, by controlling his own mind, his senses. It becomes so easy for him to understand. The meditation, we get a tremendous power, and we know that so many different types of meditation he has already taught us. The Rishi Patanjali, he is giving so many ways. The easiest way, he is telling, you better meditate on a person whose mind is pure. It's difficult to meditate on the infinite. When you go and sit by the side of an ocean, we cannot even conceive the biggest or the ocean, what ocean is. So our conception is limited. Our knowledge is limited. Our idea is limited. So when we talk about the Brahman, all pervading consciousness all over, the God all over, we cannot concentrate actually. We just can think. So those who are practicing that way, you will see the success rate is very low, very, very low. But the moment you are thinking in a personal conception, the God is coming, or that mighty Brahman is coming in a person because his mind is totally pure, then it becomes easy for us, the ordinary aspirant, to meditate, to concentrate. And that is the reason the concentration on this type of people is very good. It becomes very easy. Vitaraga Vishayamba Chittam. When the heart, whose heart, the person's heart, has already is clear from all desire, there is no desire. Vitaraga Vishayamba Chittam. Some people are confused. If you don't have the desire, then how you will live? I told, this is not for you. You are not ready for the spirituality. The pure spirituality means this. Then are you not going to be very ruthless type of people, having no feeling for others? Just opposite. We are having tremendous feeling, very wonderful feeling for others, because now we are considering them not only a person I know, but my own God within them. So that way our whole idea is changing. Our love is expanding. We can love each and every one. So that is the way, the expansion of heart. Why? Because of the knowledge. And what is that knowledge? That God is everywhere. How He is everywhere? Not as a personal God, not as an image, but as a consciousness. It's everywhere. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he was sitting on the bank of the Ganges, and two boatmen, they were fighting between them, and one slapped the other, and the mark came on his person, on his body. How it is possible? Because of the identity, because of the tremendous love. Is it not attachment? Swami Vivekananda, he was crying when he came to know that one householder devotee has passed away, and the other one, a householder devotee, was telling, you are a monk, how can you cry? That means you have the attachment. And Vivekananda rebuked, what do you think? Because we have become monk, that we have become stone? That feeling is there, but no attachment. That you have to understand, there is no attachment at all. And the attachment is what? This is mine, me and mine. And we think that it is going to be permanent for all through our life, I am not going to survive. After some time, I am going to die. Then how can I think that it is going to be permanent? That mentality gives a wonderful detachment. When you go as a tourist to some places, we enjoy and we think about the problems too, how to develop and all those things. We care for them, but we are not attached. Why? Because we know this is not our place. So we are coming back. So that way, when we are in this world doing all our duties perfectly, but without attachment, how this is possible? When we are meditating on a person who has developed that personality, and that is called Sri Ramakrishna, Bhagavan Buddha, Jesus Christ, this type of personalities. And in the 31 aphorism it says, Vitaraga Vishayam Va Chittam. Then Sapno, Nidra, Jnana, Avalambanam, we have already discussed. And the Nidra, that means the sleep, Shapna, the dream, over that also we can meditate. And at the same time, Yatha Abhimata Dhyanadva, and in whatever way you think best, you can meditate. So this is the freedom. That you must have to meditate in this process. No, it is not like this. You can meditate in whatever way you think best for you. You cannot do like this, okay, you better do in this way, that way. Experiment, try, and you see how it helps you. And whatever is helping you, that way you can do. But the question is, you have to concentrate. When you are traveling, maybe in the flight, you can see all around people, all of them. Even when we are waiting for the boarding, husband, wife, friends, sister, brother, all are sitting side by side, but everyone is engaged with his laptop or iPad or a phone, because they are not talking with each other. They cannot sit quietly. They have forgotten to look forward, to watch other people, to think about them. The moment they sit over there, immediately from the handbag, they take out their iPad, immediately they will open, either they are playing or they are watching something. What it proves? It proves that their mind is so restless. They cannot any way concentrate quietly. Either they are sleeping or they are watching the iPad. That proves. And this is not a very healthy sign of a human life. Healthy sign of human life, I have noticed, I don't know now, when the children they are sitting, but they are going on moving their legs, then the mother will say, stop it, be quiet. Practicing concentration, practicing meditation, practicing control of the senses, because that is the way we can reach up to that peace, joy, ananda. So that is the ultimate thing. If we don't practice, we suffer. That is up to us. Nobody is going to pressurize. But the problem is, when we are suffering, we are not suffering alone. We are not suffering as individually. We are distributing among others also. When I am frustrated and I go and fight with some people, and some of the people, they are having their gun, they will take it into the schools, just killing some children. Why? Dissatisfied people. And because they are dissatisfied, all that is coming down on the society also. Society is also affected, and that is why we should meditate. And that is the answer of this question, the suggestion that we have given. And how we can meditate? Yatha abhimata dhyanatva. Just try to concentrate. And then it says, the paramanu paramamahattattva asya vashikara, as we started. That was the 40th aphorism. If you can really concentrate, meditate, what happens? They can know the minutest and the infinite things. Shina vritte abhijatasya manehe iva grahartri grahana graheshu tadastha tadjanata samapattihi. Now the Rishi is giving some definitions, because it is a complete study that we are doing. Not that we are discussing about the meditation, we are studying this. We started with the meditation, now we have taken up the book, very unique, excellent and only book on meditation, Patanjali Yoga-darshan. And here we can understand, if we are seriously studying, how nicely he is giving all the definitions, because that is very, very essential. Unless and until there is the definition, explanation, we cannot understand what we are going to do next and what is this, what is that. Here it says, Shine vrittehe, when the mind is controlled, when Shina means it becomes very, very weak. What is becoming weak? All the thought waves. And the thought waves continuously crossing our mind, putting us in difficulty. What is mind? Full of thought waves, thoughts. And when the thought waves can become weak, what happens? What remains? Tranquility. And when it is tranquil, what happens? Peace. That is the answer. The joy, the peace, for that only we are all running here and there, trying to do this and that. So many things we do, only for peace. But we are not getting. Every time we are thinking, oh, I am going to achieve that peace, I am going to get that joy. And every time we do that, we fail. Again we go on thinking for others. It goes on and on. Like someone is holding the carrot before a donkey, and donkey is thinking, I am going to eat it. And every time it is trying, carrot is also going along, and it can never reach, rather it is going on running. And the person who has invented that idea, going on giving the temptation to the donkey that you are going to get this carrot, is a good, very tasty food for the donkey. And it is going on pursuing, not getting. Of course, maybe at the end, if the owner thinks it can give, but that is a different question. Here also we are thinking, if I do like this, I am going to get the joy. If I do like that, I am going to get the joy. We are going on just like that animal, unsatisfied. We don't turn our attention within our soul, within our mind. Just look back and you see all those things, all that treasure is within us. Only what you have to do, we have to find it out, that's all. And within our heart, within our soul, within our mind, that is there, only we do not know, and going on searching and searching. So here it says that Shine Vrittehe, how the mind becomes everything they are explaining. Suppose our wave is not stopped, but almost it is going to stop and there is no waves at all, then what happens to the mind? It is just like the crystal. Whatever comes near it, it reflects. If it is a flower, red flower is coming, the crystal taking the shape of the red. If it is another type of crystal is coming, color is coming, crystal is taking that shape. that mind becomes like that. That means it becomes the reflection of God. He who has seen me has seen God, Jesus is telling. Lord Jesus is claiming that he who has seen me has seen God. What does it mean? That means the only you are thinking of the Jesus and you see God? No. That particular time when his mind is totally free from all other thoughts except God, he also reflects as God. And similarly for all the great personalities, those who have seen them, they have seen God. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is indicating, giving the hints. If you have seen the Avatara, you have seen the God. But the people don't believe that he is an Avatara. Why? He is not having 10 hands. He is just like us, talking, and he is liking so many other things, disliking so many other things. So he is just like us. How can he be Avatara? Because we don't have that training. Now, if you go and listen to someone who is speaking on, the one gentleman came, he was speaking on physics, very high physics. But the way he was talking, it was so interesting. In Toronto, I attended that meeting, and that is the excellency of the person. He was talking about the iPhone. How many of you are having the iPhone? Then everybody, almost all, they raised the hands. Then he was explaining about the iPhone, and through that he reached to that physics. And he told, please wait for another 2 years, maybe 3 years. The physics will give you these, and all people started collecting his phone number and address so that after 3 years they will contact him. Then he told, you need not to write to me, you will get it in the shops. Everywhere, you will be getting this. So the very intricate matters, very subtle things, when you are going to tell to people, you have to tell very ordinarily. And that is why Avatara. That is why the God, he is taking the form and coming to us, living with us, behaving just like us. And he is telling, see, at the same time, I can become like this. Master Mahashaya, a teacher, he used to go to that Sri Ramakrishna, he used to note down his conversation. And he used to wonder, one day when he went suddenly to ask another question, he saw the different personality. Just 10 minutes before, 15 minutes before, he was just like any ordinary person. He is talking, cutting jokes, making fun, laughing. And suddenly, after 15 minutes when he went over there, he saw that just before the temple of Goddess Kali, that same Sri Ramakrishna is pacing up and down, but his personality totally changed. Master Mahashaya was very, very thinking that, can I approach him? He is a totally different person. How this? When he is talking about God, he is just explaining, how you can see God, very easy. Then he just kept one towel in between the person and him, and he said, only this much difference. If you can remove the towel, you can see the God. And it becomes so easy. But to remove the towel, you have to practice life after life. Why? Because of your mind. Why? Because in the mind so many impressions are already there, and so many impressions we are collecting, and naturally. So this is the reason it says, the mind, it can think in 3 ways. It says, first is the gross, the material objects. It's very easy to meditate on that, and the material object when you are meditating. Then is the mind of the chitta, and third is the ego. So this person, he is actually can concentrate on all these 3, and that way he takes away his mind, concentrate his mind, and it is said samapatti, the samadhi. Tatra, there, shabdartha jnana. Shabda means the sound, artha means the meaning, jnana means the knowledge. Vikalpaihi sankirna savitarka samapattihi. Now he is giving the definition. Now suppose you meditate on these, then that type of meditation is known as savitarka samapatti. Savitarka. Vitarka means a question. Savitarka with a question. Why it is a question? Because the object. So it says sound plus meaning plus knowledge. And with that, when you are getting the deep meditation, the samadhi, it's called savitarka samadhi. Right this moment, we need not to go in deeper in this, because this is a definition of savitarka and nirvitarka, sajiva, nirbija, this type of different. But only that at this moment we should be interested how to control the mind. That is important. To some extent, if we can control the mind, then those who are in the higher stages of meditation, for them this is. Now, smriti parishuddho sarupa shunna eva arthamatra nirvasa. That's called nirvikara. Someone said there is a horse and the sound comes to you through ear, and then that sound gives a meaning, horse, because you know the horse. So the sound, then the meaning and the knowledge of that horse. It is having the 4 legs, it is very strong, it can move fast, it can be used in this way, all the knowledge is coming just because someone told horse. But can a child who is not aware, the child is not aware about the horse, maybe it has read about the horse or seen the picture of horse, can he think about the whole knowledge? No. So similarly, the shabda and then the sound, the meaning of the sound, and then comes the knowledge. Over that we are meditating, and it's called Shankirna Savitarka Samapattihi. Swami Vivekananda explaining in a wonderful way, he says that Savitarka Samadhi meditation, he gives the name meditation with question. What is that question? Because the sound is there. In these they are called with question. We keep the duality of subject and the object, which results from the mixture of word. Mixture of word. Duality of the subject and the object. And this is the meaning. There is the external vibration, the word. This carried inward by the sense current is the meaning. After that there comes a reactionary wave in the chitta, which is knowledge. But the mixture of these 3 makes up what we call knowledge. So this is the way, friends, you have to concentrate a little, because this is the way, this is called knowledge. How we get knowledge? Because here we are talking about, thinking about our mind. And this mind is very subtle. We know that we have a mind. We know that mind becomes happy. We know that mind is at this moment is not happy, unhappy. So all these things we can understand. But do you really know what is our mind? We do not know. The moment we will know it, we are free, we are the master. And all the Swamis, the sannyasis, they are termed as Swami. Why? Swami equal to master. Whose master? Of his own senses, of his own mind, supposed to be. And then if he is becoming the master of his senses, of his mind, what becomes? Ananda. That's why Swami Vivekananda. Vivekananda. The Swami means the master of the senses, then the Vivekananda. Look at the picture of Swami Vivekananda. He's meditating just like a stone. When he was a young boy practicing meditation, one day he went to Dakshineswar. At that time, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna has shifted from Dakshineswar to the Kashipur, or the last days of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. This young man, he thought, as because Sri Ramakrishna has already practiced meditation there under that tree, if I go, the vibration will remain. When you are coming from outside inside this temple, the vibration you receive. When you sit over here, you get a wonderful feeling. But the same thing if you try to do somewhere else, maybe in the cinema house or in an opera house or in your own other house, it's so difficult. Why? Because the tanmatra, another Sanskrit word, it's called tanmatra. Tanmatra means in a place where all people are thinking about one thing, it creates a wonderful vibration. It remains over there. The moment you are entering into that, you get the benefit of that. Or suppose you are going to a prison or a bad place, that vibration is also there. Immediately it is affecting you. So that is the reason one should always go to a holy place. Why we inspire people to come and sit here quietly and meditate? Because they get benefit immediately, easily. Because constantly in this place we are doing nothing but meditation, prayer and puja, all related to God. So that feeling is there, vibration is there, tanmatra is here. If you sit in your own home, you can meditate. Other places you can meditate. But here it is beneficial, it is easy. So that is what he is telling here, that when the chitta, the shabda, the meaning and the knowledge it comes, that is called when this three is mixed up. All the meditation up to this we get the mixture of objects of meditation. There is something over there on which we are meditating. Next, the Rishi is going to tell the samadhi in a very higher level. What is that? And he says this, Smriti parishuddho sarupa shunna eva arthamatra nirvasa nirvitarka. I will just read it. It's difficult right this moment to understand savitarka and nirvitarka. Savitarka means with the object, meditation with object. Nirvitarka, meditation not with the object, but only the feeling of the object. So that means you have already reached so deep. The moment you hear about that, immediately your mind goes deep into that. Again, from the life of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. When you were reading that, a person was carrying one musical instrument called khol. And that instrument usually they play at the time of kirtana. And the kirtana, as a devotional song, it was sang by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And that instrument is usually made of the earth. It was from the village of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now look at it. The moment they say that it is a khol, it is a musical instrument, oh, that's good. How you made it? From the earth of that village which belongs to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then the person, the moment he heard about that, he forgot about the musical instrument, he forgot about the art, he forgot the village, he only remembered Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and meditated on that. He started crying in joy, oh my Lord, my God, my beloved, it is his village, and from there this earth is coming. He was going on touching and getting the blessings as if. This is called association. It's not the only object, it's the meaning of the object. And that's why some of the holy people, they will be carrying the holy water and the earth, the mud of clay of the places of pilgrimage. Why? This is a holy place. It's a pilgrim center. So many people came over here. Thousands of years people are meditating over here. So all this place is very, very holy. And he is carrying that. And whenever he is looking at that small box full of that clay, earth, he is not looking at the clay. He is reminding of that place. And he is not thinking of the place. He is thinking of the spiritual vibration. This is Nirvikara Samadhi. The moment we think about that and the whole mind is still, there is no other thought, only the vibration of that, that is called Nirvichara. There is no question. I think the difference is clear. One is that directly that object, because the sound is coming, with the sound is coming the meaning, and sound, the meaning of that sound, and the knowledge that is coming. And the next one is more subtle. No sound, no meaning, no object, only that thought. And that is associated with that particular sound. Immediately the mind is taking that shape, Nirvichara. So that is called Savitarka, Nirvitarka. Now, Smriti Parishuddho. Smriti means when we are meditating or all our thoughts that is already there is a store, that's called Smriti. When we are having that pure thoughts constantly, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, when he is passing, he suddenly saw a group of ordinary people, loafers, drunkards, and they are shouting, enjoying. The devotees wanted to close the door of that carriage. They thought, this type of scene, this type of people, Thakur should not see. He may not like. Just opposite. He opened the gate of that carriage, the horse-drawn carriage, and from there he saw those people, the drunkards, the loafers, and he said, oh, Ananda Karo, good, enjoy, and get the joy from the origin. Anandeva khalu imani bhutani jayante. From the joy, the God is nothing but the repository of joy, the peace, the purity, and from there all these things are percolating. Any type of joy is nothing but the reflection of that joy. Sri Ramakrishna could not see anything bad in that. Smriti Parishuddho, because within him there is no bad thought at all. He was a young person. Then the Jamindar, the landlord, who was keeping him and respecting him, the people, they have because they are having some knowledge, some experience, and they think that is the complete idea, and they thought the young physical body, it needs something, and this man is not having this, maybe that he is hiding. Let me expose him in some place and let me see how he reacts. Then he took him in a place where all the ladies, they were there He kept him over there, and very simple, Sri Ramakrishna, just like a child, and he asked those ladies to tempt him, and I will come afterwards and I will see how he has reacted. When he came back after a few hours, he saw there is a ceremony is going on. Sri Ramakrishna is talking about God, and all those ladies sitting over there with folded hands, just like the devotees listening. Whole atmosphere is totally changed. This is when you get the purity within you, whoever comes near you get the reflection of the purity. They could never think of the physical body. They were thinking of the high spiritual thing. So that is called Smriti Parishuddho, Sharupa Shunno, Matra Nirvasa Nirvitarka. See the height it is reaching. Swami Vivekananda, when he went to a place in the Middle East, by mistake he also went to that brothels, and all the ladies standing over there, the moment they saw Swami Vivekananda, immediately some of them they closed their eyes. We cannot bear his sight. He is so pure. Some was shouting, Jesus, Jesus, you are our Savior. A few came and touched his feet and crying, totally changing the hell into heaven. That is the capacity of the purity. You can never think anything else except the pure. That is the capacity. Why? Because Smriti Shuddho. Who is a monk? Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna asking this question. Whom sadhu ke? Who is a monk? Who is a sannyasi? Who is a holy person? Then he himself is answering. The moment you go near him, you feel the presence of holiness, the presence of purity, the presence of unselfishness, the presence of joy. That is a monk. You are constantly vibrating. What is mind? That vibration. So the strong vibration that is all the time going around, whoever comes near. That's why long back, when I was a small little kid, I had a picture. I used to look at it. A monk is sitting like this, all long beard and matted hair and all that. And in one side, one lion is lying down, sleeping. In another side, the deer is also sitting. Lion and the deer. Khadya, khadaka. The one is the food and another is the eater. But both are very happy in between the sannyasi. So from long back, and I used to dream that one day I will become like this. Now I see I have become to some extent, but that peace is not there, because unless and until you realize God, it is impossible to get that peace. People may claim, people may show, but examination is this. Sometimes some people will be telling we are very, and actually they don't say, all the other people will be going on beating the drum. You do not know, he is a very पहुँचे हुए महात्मा, in Hindi में they say. पर कहाँ पहुँचे वो क्वेश्चन नहीं है. तो कहाँ ना कहाँ तो पहुँच तो गए. So where they have reached to God, and the reflection will be there. And what is the reflection? Purity and love. What is the reflection? That is total unselfishness. And the moment all these things are present over in that person, the moment you go near him, you are also affected by that. And that is why some people, they question, why should you worship Sri Ramakrishna? He was just an ordinary person like us. Then Swami Vivekananda answered, what is God in your conception? These are the qualities. And when we see all these qualities and much more, in some person, why can we not worship him as God? He is God in a human form. The Smriti Parishuddho Sharupa Shunna Eva Arthamatra Nirvasa Nirvitarka. Then afterwards it says, Eta Aiva Sabichara Nirvicharata Sukshma Vishaya Vyakhyata. Now the Rishi is telling, we are going on explaining you the subtle and subtlest things. Shabichara, Nirvichara, that way. Now some people, they think about meditation, and what is meditation? Look at this. Those who are attending these classes, you know how difficult it is. If step by step when you are reading, we know the samadhi, all people they talk about the samadhi. And if you pay $100, in 3 hours you get samadhi. My God. Then Patanjali Rishi would have been so happy to attend that himself. Now what is samadhi? Because the conception is not there. What is samadhi? They will put you in such a way that you sleep nicely. And after 1 hour when you get up, you are happy. Oh, I was having the samadhi. Some people are telling, we have attended a very high standard of meditation course for 5 days. And now we know how to meditate. And we are every day getting samadhi. I was listening, but they didn't say anything. I told, oh, that's very good. Keep it up. But when you are meditating, close the door, because otherwise, if you are opening the door and meditating, maybe the thief will enter and take it, because you are sleeping. So the meditation is so difficult that you should know. But at the same time, we should also try. Sukshma Vishayattam cha alinga parjavasanam. Alinga parjavasanam means, alinga means the pradhana, the prakriti. Prakriti, the nature. Sukshma Vishayattam. Now the Rishi said, we are concluding these over here itself. Ta eva sabija samadhihi sa bija. Bija means the seed. When you are going into samadhi, samadhi means ultimate of meditation, the acme of meditation, the highest goal of meditation, that's called samadhi. And the samadhi has different types, sabija, nirvija, sabitarka, nirvitarka. What is sabija? Bija means the seed. And sa means with the seed. Why? Because when you get up, immediately other thoughts are also coming. It is just like you are keeping some of your old garments on the bank of the Ganga, go and bathe, you come up and put on the same old garments, and it is all dirty. Even after bathing, that thing also remaining. That is called sa-bija. We can go to that meditation, we can go to that samadhi, but it is also coming. And nirvichara, vaisharadhe adhyatma prasada. Adhyatma means this aham tattva sthita buddhi. Adhyatma means me, the self. Prasada, containment. That prasada that we eat, all people are so eager to take the prasada, that's a containment. The moment we take something, we are contented. How? It's not the prasada we give only food. Actual prasada, containment. Actual prasada, that no other desire. I am full, in English they say. I am satisfied completely. That is called prasada. Aham tatte sthita. The thought, the buddhi, the intellect, shanta sabhava. That is called aham, adhyatma prasada. Prasada, satisfaction. And what type of satisfaction? Adhyatma. How the adhyatma satisfaction comes? When this type of things comes. And that is called klesha rahita. In the Indian philosophy, when they discuss, they go so in a very, very explanative way. Everything they will be telling, so there will be no doubt at all. They say the klesha. Klesha means misery. And what are the miseries? Avidya. The first thing is avidya. And what is avidya? Vidya means knowledge. Avidya means ignorance. And what is that avidya? I am God myself, but I don't believe it. That is called avidya. The moment you say that you are God yourself, you don't believe. Why? Because some of the things in the mind it is there. One person got a few $1 billion by he purchased one ticket that and he got that prize, $1 billion. Now these family members were worried, because the moment you go, he's a poor person, ordinary person, if you go and tell you have got $1 billion because you purchased this ticket and there you have got the prize, then suddenly he may not accept that. Sometimes some people, they'll be so excited, they will get a heart attack, they may die. The stories are like that. So they went to the father and told, Father, can you help? Because that man has got it. Father told, slowly, slowly I will tell him that I take the responsibility to explain him. Then he went and met, hey, that lottery ticket you purchased? Well, yes. Oh, so many years I am going on purchasing, nothing happened. No. Suppose this time you become successful and get the prize. Say you have got $10,000. Oh, $10,000? I have already spent $10,000 by purchasing. So I will think that whatever I already spent, it has come back. Suppose it is 100,000. Well, it's good. Then I can purchase these, I can purchase. Then it was going on. Then he said, suppose you get the $1 billion, what will happen to you? If I get, oh Father, if I get the 1 billion, $500 million, I will give it to you. Father died. Are you kidding? It is true. I will get the $500 million. And he was so excited, he died himself. So that means unless and until we are prepared ourselves, when we are going to rectify others, what happens? Like this man. Because I have so much of desire and I love money so much. And now the moment he told, just announced, $500 million, if I get $500 million, yours. And he knew that he has already got the full billion, the half I will get, and then he calculated what he will do, and he got so much excited, heart collapsed. So naturally one should be contented. Aham tat sthita buddhi. If I am getting this money, that is also all right. If I don't get, that is also all right. There is no difference. And this is possible when the avidya, the ignorance is not there. Asmita, the I, the ego. Raga, desire. Dvesha, then desire is there. At the same time, aversion is also there. I want something, I don't want something. The raga, desha. So these are called the klesha. These are the darts of the mind. It begins with avidya. So this is spirituality. Ultimately we reach to that, what is, I am not the body, I am the self. That's called in the Samkhya yoga. Samkhya means knowledge. And yoga, it supports, it goes along with, what is that knowledge? I am the self, eternal, all the time, I am not going to die. Yesterday I went to Alabama, I was talking about no Hinduism, that's a Hindu temple, so I was explaining about Hinduism. And Hinduism is what? Purnamada, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate, Purnasya, Purnamadaya, Purnameva avashishyate. Many of you know, chant From the whole, you take the whole and whole remains. That is the Hinduism. The God is the whole, and from the God, universe has come up, and even still that God is there. If you can understand this, then you know the Hinduism. And to understand that one, there are so many paths. The bhakti, and in the bhakti, devotion, I love Krishna, you love Ganesha, he loves Kali, she loves Durga. So that is the freedom in the Hinduism. So many gods and goddesses, no problem. 33 crores of gods and goddesses the Hindus are having. And now that was long back, it has been added. And that is also no problem. Some more had been added. So what is there? Because we know God is one. And I am only thinking God in this manner, in this statue, in this figure, in this picture, because I like it. I love it. I can concentrate for my benefit. So that is the Hinduism, only one, but showing it more and again bringing it back. So here it says, these are the kleshas. The moment you can understand these, you go back to your own self. Then what happens? Ritambhara tatra prajna. Ritambhara. And some of the in North India, some of the ladies, they are having the name Ritambhara. Rita means Satya, truth. Bhara means full. That means the truth is full. Ritambhara. Tatra, there. Prajna. Prajna means the knowledge. Knowledge of the truth. Again and again they will be talking about the truth. What is that truth? It's constant, never changes. That is called truth. When one thing is constant, never changes, that is the truth. When we are talking about the truth, the false and the truth, that is different. When they say in the Sanskrit, the scripture, the truth means that Brahman, and we cannot understand Brahman, so they bring it down to some extent so that we can understand. So God. We cannot translate it just God. So this is the ultimate thing what will happen when we control our mind, we meditate and we get the samadhi. What we are going to achieve? That is the question. The most of the people, they will ask, suppose I am meditating and what ultimately I am going to achieve? Knowledge. Full knowledge. Ritambhara tatra. Tatra means in the mind of that person who can get the samadhi. Prajna. Prajna means the knowledge. Rita means Satya. And what is the truth? God alone is there. God alone is true. All else that you see are transitory. It moves and moves. I was telling them, just when you people, most of the Indians, you have seen the Red Fort. Think of that place, the Red Fort. This is the fort only. Now, when one time thousands of Marathas, the fearless fighters, they came, they wanted to capture that fort, they wanted to enter, hundreds they died, they could not enter. Then came the Rajasthanis, they were also very powerful fighters. They tried, they could not enter. Now you go, now 10 rupee only ticket, you enter. No problem. Not only that, even you can go to that place where the queens used to be. That was the very protected places. Now you can go anywhere, just 10 rupee. That means all things are changing. Where are the Nawabs? Where are the kings? Where are the fighters? All they have changed. What remains? That is the question. That which is remaining, that is the question. Those who came to fight, to enter, maybe now in the present day again they have come, purchasing the ticket and entering without knowing he died, gave his life over there only to enter into that fort. Isn't it? So that is called all changing. The moment we are keeping in our mind, at the back of our mind, that things are going to change, our ego will come down. Who am I? If I am 60 years old, before 60 years, I was not here. If I am going to survive another 10 years, after 70 years, I won't be here. But things will go on. The moment we think like this, it's called prajna, knowledge. All the other knowledge, the physics, chemistry, mathematics and all this, it will change. It won't remain. So today one person, he has discovered something and he has got the Nobel Prize and so many things. Then another person will come after 10 years and he will prove that he was wrong. The next man will come, he will prove that that was wrong. It's going on like that because it is changing. But one truth is constant, that is called Ritambara Prajna. Swami Vivekananda is telling that this is religion. Religion is realization. Unless and until you realize the truth, you can never conceive, you can never think about the truth. We can talk about the truth. We can make the poems about the truth. We can write articles about the truth. But unless and until you have realized, again Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he is telling you, no, one person used to say, in the stable of my maternal uncle, there are 50 cows remain. In the stable, cows remain. The horses remain in the stable. He doesn't know. So he is just telling the lie, so he is talking like that. The person who doesn't know really what is God, he will be telling in so many varieties of ways. Oh, if you are offering the banana, God loves banana. He loves banana actually. And if you are offering, he knows that God is not going to eat. Afterwards, as a prasad, I will eat. So this way only people goes on talking and creating so many things about God. Why? Because they are not realized. And all the temple priests, they gave the verdict that one cannot worship a broken idol. How can you worship a broken idol? One person, he was carrying the Radha Govinda ji, the Krishna, and it broke somehow a crack came because he was not properly holding. So in the Dakshineshwar again, see, you must read the gospel and the biography of Sri Ramakrishna. You will get all the knowledge about religion. And then the Rani Rashmani, and she was thinking then what to do. She came to Sri Ramakrishna and she asked Baba. Baba means the father with respect. Baba, I worshipped this image for such a long time. Now these priests are asking me to throw it. Can I? Can you not worship this just because it got a little crack? And what was his answer? He said, suppose your son-in-law met an accident and break his leg. Will you change your son-in-law? Bring a new one? What you are going to do? You will take him to a doctor. Similarly, you take the image to a person who will make it in such a way, and then again you worship. Why? Because he was God himself. Why? He realized God. Why? He realized truth. And that is why he could say religion in so simple way. So, Ritambara Tasya Prajna. Next Sunday, again we will discuss. And I think Samadhi Pada, that means this, the chapter of the Samadhi, we can complete in the next. I was thinking to complete today, but still one or two slokas are there we need to explain. And then will come sadhana. Now we know this is the goal, but how to reach to that goal? That will start sadhana pada. Pada means chapter. There he will be giving all the teachings how to prepare ourselves. Thank you very much. Now let us chant that sloka from Shankaracharya. Aham nirvikalpo nirakara rupo vibhutvacha sarvatra sarvendriyanam navasangatam naiva muktirnameya chidananda rupa shivoham 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 shivoham. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.